Alright, so this is a small video to discuss our implementation of a smart home automation system with me, Abdullah Siddiqui, Dayan, Hamza Azim, Hussaina Ali, and Anusha Rahman. Zishan Sheikh is unfortunately missing. Right, so Anusha and Hussaina, what exactly did you guys work on?
We work on the opening of like automatic opening of curtains and a door controlled by the like the smartphone and the dimness and brightness of lights according to the day and night.
Right, perfect. So Hamza, I worked with you on like what exactly did we work on? Can you like tell the audience?
So basically, we work together on interfacing a live camera feed with the Raspberry Pi so that users could have some sort of security measure to view who was coming in inside the house. So we tried a lot of different things, but in the end, we started with using the camera of an Android phone and interfaced it with the Raspberry Pi. So another thing which we worked on was some form of gesture control so that we could control things using simple gestures of the hand. But since due to the nature, due to the time limitations and the
Yeah.
learning curve, we had to also skip that. But that was one of the directions we wanted to go in as well.
Right. So Dayan, what did you and Zishan work on?
So I and Zishan worked on the automatic working of air conditioner and the window. So it basically will work on the sensor, DHT sensor getting temperature around the house and in the house, and according to the temperature, it will open and close the air conditioner and windows.
Right. So basically, I don't think any of us required any new equipment, right? We just used what was available in the lab, right? So the total budget was essentially zero. Otherwise, like if you purchase all of the equipment, this would go up to around, like depends if you have to buy the Raspberry Pi and stuff. But the components, circuit components used were very cheap, right? Right. So this is actually what we have implemented. So you can basically see that we have used one Raspberry Pi, one Node MCU, and one Arduino to implement our project. For example, one functionality that we can talk about, for example, is that this is the door that is an entrance into the system. Dayan, can you now? Dayan over there is just sitting and he's using his mobile, and he's going to use his mobile to open the door and close it. Right? Open it. Just keep it open. Right? So this is a functionality that he can do it anywhere as long as he and the Raspberry Pi in question are both connected to an internet. Right? Similarly, we also have an LED bar which is basically representing the level of light intensity in the system. Again, the Dayan can control this. So Dayan, would you like to increase the light intensity maximum? And how about just midway through, right? And yeah, so that is there are two small applications, and obviously again this can be done anywhere. Like it doesn't matter the distance that the Dayan is at, as long as he's connected to the Wi-Fi, right? So Anusha and Hussaina, one major application that these guys came up with apart from the door was the curtain system. So obviously power consumption and reducing power consumption is obviously a very major task, keeping in mind the sustainable goals that we have. We always have to keep in mind as engineers. So this is basically controlled using light dependent resistor. So the curtains are open right now. It's apparently daytime. We're simulating a daytime, and the curtains are allowing natural light to go in, right? So if I, simulate darkness, then the curtains are immediately going to close, as well as the LED bar showing the lights of the house is immediately going to switch open, right? Showing that it is now nighttime. Uh, and again, if I open it, the curtains go back to being open. The last functionality which I've implemented is that you can see that there is an Android camera right at the back, and it is actually trained at the window as well as the door of the house. And this is basically just a video recording system that is transferring its data to the SD card of the Raspberry Pi, and then later, if there's any sort of emergency, we can just plug in the SD card to a computer and basically observe the video of whatever had happened during the last 48 hours or so. So yeah, so that's our application. Any things you would like to add, guys? Oh, and of course, one last thing I forgot to mention, Dayan very kindly reminded me, is that there's a DHT sensor that is used for temperature automation control, right? So right now the window is open, which is showing, for a particular the window range. And now, since I'm keeping my hand on the sensor, now it's warm beyond a certain point. So now the AC is switched open, and automatically this is basically helps with the temperature regulation of the house, right? So yes, I'm sorry, Dayan. Don't look at me like that. Right. So any final comments? Anything?
This was a fun project.
Yes,
Yes, and
This is
one
the
we
most
completed
we've
on
done
that.
in 2 days time. Yes, this is the most we've done in 2 days.
Yeah, I mean IoT, like IoT workshop, and you're using IoT and just using the internet. Yeah, using the internet connection to build all of this stuff and controlling it using a mobile, no less. So these are things that we haven't been exposed to so far. And it was really, I think I speak for all of us when I say that it was a really fun experience. Right.